think our customers who are, doing open data today, who are sharing their data with their citizens, they realize that it's doing the job for those few power users like your advocate citizens, journalists, researchers. They realize that getting the data out there to their everyday citizens that's what's going to really maximize the value and increase the impact of open data. We imagine what that data consumption experience could be like. Challenge the status quo of tabular, data sets and the very, spreadsheet-like interface, and imagine it, really went back to the basics and said, it should be visual, it should be engaging, it should be intuitive and interactive. So let me show you what Data Lens looks like. First off, it's a completely visual interface. Here we have incidents of crime plotted on kind of a timeline dating back to 2001. And again, without any effort, you can see that crime is reducing in Chicago, in fact, pretty drastically since 2001. If you scroll down here, you can see that, while in this bar chart, theft is the most common type of crime in Chicago. Over here, you see a map of neighborhoods in Chicago, and you can expand the map, you can zoom in, and by hovering over what's on the map, you can kind of get a sense of, here are the neighborhoods where there's most crime incidents happening. So again, what I did was very intuitive. In fact, when I first looked at this interface, I immediately want to engage with it, interact with it, and I don't have to be technically savvy at all to really get some interesting data insights out of this data. So now, once you have answers to the first kind of few questions, you can go dig deeper. So if I filter by theft, just looking at theft in Chicago, you saw how quickly all the cars around it updated. So the timeline is updated as well as the map. And wow, look at this. Theft has kind of stayed relatively stable since 2001, whereas overall crime has decreased dramatically. So that's interesting, and I wonder why that is. But again, just using very simple kind of a few clicks and navigating through this interface, I'm engaged with this data set. I want to know more. I want to understand more. And this is a type of engagement that we believe is going to involve the community. It's going to make this data more consumable, more interesting, and again, increase the impact of open data.